Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 13 of Teed Up, where everyone's a sports expert.
We're an original podcast created and hosted by Long Beach State student-run newspaper, The Daily 49er.
I'm Naoki.
I'm Matty G.
And today we have another string of guests here. One is returning for the third time, almost second week in a row. But Matty C, welcome back, dude. Good to have you back here.
Yes, thank you back.
And then seated right next to Matty is the superstar, the video, multimedia, social media megastar that is
Crazy.
Ivan Abril. Thank you for coming here, bro.
Thank you guys for having me on. Very excited.
So what is it exactly that you do for Long Beach State Athletics?
Man, this question, man. Sometimes it gets hard for me to explain, but basically just make videos for the Instagrams, the socials, and sometimes a video board and just film all the games. It's mostly home games. Sometimes I do travel, but mainly home games, and some footage I get from when traveling is fun too.
Do you get a lot of creative freedom with that? Do they give any financial support? Because I know I see the videos of the smoke going up and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, creative freedom wise, I basically can do whatever I want, but it sometimes for some teams, I have to, get it approved first. I mean, every video I show them first, but most of the time, not really too much revision. So especially last year was my first year, after the first couple of videos I made, they started gaining more trust. And then ever since then, they just kind of trust me. Okay, do this video, make this hype video, make this recap video, whatever. And then I show it to them. Most of the time, it's all right, cool. And then we post it. So I'm very, very lucky and grateful to have as much creative freedom as I do.
What does a typical, let's start with a non-game day look like? We'll start with you, Matty. What does a Long Beach State marketing intern look like for a non-game day for you?
Non-game day?
Or do you only do game day?
We do office hours. We do different graphics for the social media, just Photoshop, different things like that. That's pretty much the extent of the non-game day stuff. And then for actual game days, it's more the marketing and game day promotions, giveaways, stuff like that, on-court things in between timeouts, halftime, stuff like that for the most part.
What about you, Ivan?
Non-game day, man. For me, my editing workflow, I have it all down to a T. I'm so efficient. So I only spend max, if I have to make a recap or hype video, max maybe a couple hours. Then the rest of the day I can just do whatever I want. But there's a lot most points of the day I'm consuming so much content. I have a whole save collection on Instagram. I follow so much creators, and that's how I learn, and that's I feel how I get better. It's I'm always looking at people's work and trying to incorporate their stuff into my stuff and kind of just keep growing, and that's how I really learn. I don't really watch a lot of tutorials anymore. I see something, I'm I think it's cool, and then I just try to recreate it into my own spin.
And what does game day look like for you?
Game day. Morning, assuming if the game's at night, morning, if I have school, of course, school first, and then try to get a workout in, and then get some food, chill, do whatever I need to do. Then normally I head to the arena or the pyramid 2 hours-ish before the game time just to get everything prepped and stuff. And then capture pregame content, whatever that may be. Get some coaches talk beforehand or whatever, locker room footage. Then game starts, and then once the game starts, that's when it's really busy. Because normally, let's say for a volleyball game, right? There are sets. And then normally, if we win a set between the break in between the sets, I run to my computer, I edit one good highlight that I think from that set, I edit it, and then I also edit the game-winning point. So I have 2 videos already made between the set, and normally it takes me, I'm pretty quick with it, so if anything, I miss the first 2 to 5 points of the next set, and then I'm just posting. So there's 2 videos posted during the next set, so and right when the set starts, I post the highlight play from whatever point of that set. Then halfway through that next set, I post the game-winning set or the game-winning point. And then that's kind of how my workflow goes. And it's kind of different for basketball. Basketball's all over the place. I try to edit during the media timeouts. The media timeouts are way longer, so I have time to edit. So normally I try to get 3 to 4 highlights, maybe 5, throughout each game.
We can do some shameless teed up work here, but
okay.
Anytime we got a guest, I feel we got to weasel our way into sign. So if you're doing some promotions work, how are we setting up banana suits in the pyramid so we can break that world record?
Oh, that's
Banana
right.
night.
Yeah,
banana
can
night.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
We need to.
You gotta
push
talk
that-
to your
push
I'll
bosses.
talk to someone. I'll
yeah,
talk to
push
someone.
that through, bro.
We asked Bobby about it, and he said it was possible.
He did.
Anything is possible. KG.
Shout out to Go KG.
But no, I mean, what's like the restrictions, I guess, between the internship and then the 49er? Because I know there is some, right?
Yeah. So I had to get that like approved like in the summer because initially when I was like applying for both, I was like, all right, well, I'm already gonna work for athletics, so I thought the two would kind of go hand in hand, but a bit of a conflict of interest. Just writing, different things. I've been doing a lot of game recaps for the 49ers, so mainly stuff like that. And then, yeah, that's pretty much for the most part, kind of balancing the two, I guess.
And then Ivan, you had arguably one of the most viral clips of all of last year with the Lena Solano bicycle kick that went viral on Twitter, got on Sports Center. What was it like to see your video out there in this grand media frenzy?
It's crazy. I'm gonna first go into kind of how it happened, like what was happening in my head during the game. So if I remember correctly, I think we were down 1-2. It's like the end of the game. I am tired. Like I want to go home. Like then like the thing is like back then my camera, I didn't have a monopod and like I had the heavy lens. Man, my arms were tired. I wasn't even filming the defense anymore. Like I was like it was near the end of the game. I'm like I want to go home, and then we're already down 1-2. I think it was like
Whoa.
Mic down.
I think there was like 2 minutes left of the game, whatever. Man, and then I see them coming my way. I'm like, all right. I press record, and then Alicia I didn't even see it with my eyes. I didn't even know what happened until I saw the footage after. Like, she destroyed her defender, and then she crossed it to Lena, and then it happened. In my head, I'm just like, oh, nice. Like, I didn't think, because I was so tired, I didn't process it in my
Didn't
head.
register.
Yeah, and then, like, every time for soccer, like, once a goal happens, I run on my computer, edit it, so they post it. So I ran on my computer and just edited it for them, gave it to them, and then, like, not thinking anything of it. And then they're like, oh, my gosh, just going to go on ESPN, Sports Center, whatever. I was like, really? And then I looked over it again. I'm like, wow, that's insane. Everyone was, like, so hype. And then I go to sleep. I'm like, all right, I wake up everywhere. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And, like, keep in mind, this is, like, I'm only 2 months in.
Yeah.
And, like, soccer season's obviously, like, the first sport. And, like, I'm new. I'm a freshman. I'm 18. I don't even, like, I'm still trying to get used to this college thing. And, like, it was just crazy, like, seeing it everywhere and, like, just being reposted everywhere. And then, like, even to this day, I see it reposted sometimes, just randomly. And, like, it's crazy then. But, like, big ups to Lena, because, like, if she didn't do that, obviously I wouldn't have the clip. So, big respect to her. Like, I developed a pretty good relationship with her, and that whole moment was just insane.
You guys are both undergrads. Like, you didn't transfer here, right?
No, I transferred.
Oh, you did transfer. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll hold back on that one.
All right.
I guess if you've been here the 4 years, you're going to be. What's that kind of like? Getting to actually build into this team and all the programs, especially if you started freshman year.
Oh, man, it's
You're in
great.
Year what? Year 2 then?
Yeah, year 2. And it's nice because, like, you build relationships with the players, coaches, and staff. So, like, it just makes everything so much smoother, you know? And, like, having good relationships means, like, sometimes better content because, like, in my head, when I film, I don't want to be in no players or coach's way. Like, I'm just, like, a fly in the wall. Like, ignore me. Let me do my thing, and I'm not going to bother you. And then, like, when you start building that relationship, the players and stuff get more comfortable. Then, you know, they start going to your camera, saying these stuff, doing these funny poses, and, like, it just makes everything so much smoother, in my opinion. And, like, they appreciate your work the more you put content out there for them. And, like, even with coaches, like, now, like, last year I didn't really get to do much stuff with coaches, and now, like, coaches are asking me to do more stuff with them, like, get more locker room footage and, like, just be more a part of the team. So, like, the content I'm able to make, like, people, like, the consumers can see more into the team, not just what happens during the game, like, kind of more behind the scenes stuff, just because the coaches and the staff trust me, and I'm able to get them more behind the scenes, like, action and whatever goes on.
So then, Maddie, with how your role is in marketing, because you guys are technically in the same department, you just do different things.
Mhm.
What is your because this is kind of your first year, right? Ivan's in year 2. What is where would you like Maddie see to be in terms of being an intern in a year from now in fall 24?
I don't even know. It's a year.
Yeah, in a year.
Just keep building, keep learning. It's been really cool to be on both sides of both working for like a publication and you get like you're trying to like learn like the inside stuff, but also working for like an organization with the athletics department. So it's pretty cool. Next fall I'm gonna be like the lead intern for Dirtbag, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Kind of getting that experience working with baseball, which I love. So I'm super excited about that. And then keep going with both because I like both. So yeah.
What I don't know, me and Ivan, we went to SLO, not together, but we ended up at SLO together.
The dreaded slow game.
The dreaded SLO game. That was a rough day.
It was.
It was a rough day.
But you took the train up, right?
Yeah, he road trip with somebody else.
Yeah.
But what's the furthest you would be willing to travel for a game?
Like on my own?
On your own. Like let's say like men's basketball reached the Final Four in the NCAA tournament. Are you going to that?
Are they flying you out?
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, is that
I don't
I feel
know.
like they'd fly him out.
I would hope so.
Right?
Dang.
We need content.
I know.
Yeah.
Content.
I feel like Roger's got to be a content brain.
I can't believe they didn't take you to Ann Arbor today.
I know.
Not in
Well,
Michigan.
it's because I wanted to go, but then they go straight to Florida. So I'll
Oh,
be out
yeah, yeah.
11
Gone.
days.
Yeah.
And like I guess I'm not allowed to go back on my own like after Michigan, so I was just like it's whatever. I'll take the L1 cuz I would be out, I think we calculated 11 days.
Wow.
So I don't want to be working 11 days straight, not even at home. But the farthest I'll travel, I hate driving. 40 minutes max.
I
hate driving.
That slow day was like, we were like, okay, like let's go, chance to win the Big West.
And it was cold.
It was cold.
Well, the first game was cold, and then I think it was the finals, right?
Yeah, it was hot.
Dude, yeah, I had so like I was expecting it to be cold, but then it was during the day, so I didn't really like calculate that. Dude, I had like 3 layers on. It was so hot. I messed up on my outfit, bro. It
But
was bad.
me and Ivan, before the game even starts, we were like sweating more than the players are.
No,
in
yeah,
warm-up. We were like trying to get these shots.
It
We
was
were
so
like, bro.
hot.
I'll never forget it. Diego, the other media intern, the game's over, and you know, we played Irvine's celebrating, and then our girls are kind of like walking to the bench, kind of very solemn and sad, and I'm just sitting there like sulking, like damn, like I can't believe we just blew that game. And I remember Diego saying like, bro, go get your shot, and I was like, oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Pulled out my camera like real quick, sent a quick photo, and then it won me an award.
Yeah, so does
Dude,
Diego get the
yeah.
award then? I mean, you're not
He
even
can
going to take
have
the
it.
shot if he doesn't tell
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Crazy part is I remember that exact moment. We were all
Yeah.
we were all talking. We're like, dang, like. And then he's like, "Go get your shot," like. And then, dude, I seen that photo too. I was like, "This is perfect."
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this photo. And then I remember like I sent them to
Crystal,
to
right?
you and Crystal,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, can you get this picture, but like crop it, because I had originally taken it horizontally. He's like, crop it. I said, okay, cool. Then like I didn't find out that was the photo that got entered to like a contest. So like we went to the award show, and I was like, what did I win for? It's like that. I was like, oh shoot,
Yeah, CVI.
it was CVI.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get into any more questions, Maddie, I know this is not a timely thing, but it's been a minute since we've had a banana break on this show. Why don't we bring one back?
I know, I'm getting a little rusty. I'm glad it's coming to the end, too, because banana facts are rough. Stay in, like, tune for what's next. It's going to be another break for sure, but Spartans. You know, let's talk a little bit of Spartans. Michigan
State.
team's going to be playing in Michigan today. We're going more on the green side, but Michigan State is apparently synonymous with the banana suit. I guess it started out in their student section back in 2007. There was a student who worked at a Little Caesars and would wear a gorilla suit and spin a sign out front. And for whatever reason, he wanted to hype up football games. So he wore the gorilla suit alongside a banana suit. And ever since, banana suits are now just like synonymous with Michigan State sports.
Maybe we should transfer to Michigan State. I think we're in the wrong school.
I mean, yeah, but no school's doing pickles firsthand, right?
That is true.
We're just going to create all of them.
That was yeah.
And then the other one, this is a new word for me, but banana skin in soccer. Have you heard the term, like, getting banana skinned?
No.
So it's like playing in, the Cabbage Cup or
Sure.
FA Cup, and you're playing, like, a Wrexham, and they beat you.
Okay.
That's called getting banana skinned, I guess.
This is like in the perspective, like I'm Liverpool.
Yeah, you're Liverpool and you're playing Wrexham.
Wow.
And it's because you slip up on the banana skin.
Hey, is that supposed to be like? Is that a Gerard reference?
Yeah.
is that a Gerard reference? Slipping up.
Mhm.
What would you guys suggest? So Ivan, I know you are not too familiar with the show, but so last semester in season 1 we had Pickle Break, which was we found out pickle related sports facts, and we just put them on the show. We did the same thing this year with bananas. So we asked Bobby. I want to get your. Bobby said pasta.
Mhm.
We should go with pasta next. Off the dome right now, what food or like single, I don't know, food item?
It's gotta be a food item that's synonymous with sports.
What would you guys think?
Churro.
The churro break.
That's not a bad one.
You see them a lot in like concession stands and stuff.
100%.
That's true.
What
Let's
you,
see if I
Maddie?
can get a little live fact.
Thinking
on.
hot dog, classic.
I was thinking that same
Hot dog.
thing.
I think pasta would be kind of hard.
Glizzy break? Is that what we're calling it?
Frank break.
Frank.
Frank break. That's pretty
I want
good.
the Frank
That's
break.
a good one.
That's a good one.
I looked up churro break, not churro sports, so I'm not gonna find anything.
Churro break.
This is the level of what the show is. But
Hey, San Jose Giants got the churros collection.
Shout out San Jose
see,
Giants.
you're
Single A.
already contributing
California
to
Look
the
at that
show.
merch.
Oh, that's actually really cool. If you ever get the chance to look this up, they actually have some really cool like.
Yeah, look up the San Jose Giants churros collection.
All right.
I'm
San
search about
Jose
that.
You
Giants.
can always create a break out of any sports.
Out of food and any food.
Yeah.
Do they have like promotional jerseys?
Yeah, San
I
Jose
might have
Giants.
to come on the show.
San Jose Giants.
Oh man, perfect.
No.
No,
I
that's
think they're
actually-
a minor league affiliation
That's
for
sick.
the
Yeah,
Giants.
it's actually
Yep.
kind of cold.
Single A.
It's
Yeah.
actually kind of cold.
I'm a cop one.
I might have to cop one.
I mean, it's kind of like how last semester we had the little kimchi hat for the pickle break.
Or like the Portland Pickles.
Yeah,
Football
Portland
kids?
Pickle's a classic.
That's where it all started.
There's so many minor league teams in sports.
There
which
should
is
be like a
just beautiful.
specific minor league episode where you guys
Just talk
just wear
about-
like minor league, just absurd minor league uniforms, hats,
I would
jerseys,
go like
just
Modesto Nuts,
Oh,
Montgomery
yeah.
Biscuits,
trash raccoon or
Trash
trash
Pandas,
pandas.
the
Yes.
Angels, yeah.
Yep.
Rocket
I'm
City.
gonna rock my G League stuff. Get my main Celtics
yeah.
on
Get
and
the
G League, Santa
get-
Cruz Warriors.
get the G League Ignite in
Oh
here.
yeah, G League
The G
Ignite.
League Ignite love. So now we're back. Ivan, you kind of touched on this earlier, and I want to get your perspective on this too with Maddie. What has it been like in terms of building relationships with players and coaches? Like, how often do you run into players and coaches on an everyday basis?
This is my philosophy because I feel like some creators try to force relationships. So like with me, I'll take an example for women's volleyball. Like I'm really close to them this year, and last year I was barely close with like them at all. So like how it works, like in my head is like work first, and then once you start being consistent, like working, and then they respect the work, and then obviously like it's good content, whatever, and then after that they will start being comfortable, start coming up to you, like they like comment on your videos, blah blah blah, and then like comes from like social media like respect, and then then obviously they get more comfortable in seeing you in person, and then like they just slowly start building like more comfortability and relationships from there. So like it's just like a slow build, but work comes first. Everything stems
Right.
from the work, and then like you don't want to like force a relationship or like you just come up to them or like you're all up in their face with the camera. Like I want everything to be natural. I don't want anything to be forced. And then like my philosophy, the work comes first, and that's how I noticed like the pattern with like creatives and like athletes, because they're there to play. So then I feel like now athletes love content. So like if you make good content with them, and then they're gonna like your content, and then the relationship just stems from there.
What about you, Maddie?
Well, I'm a little newer. This being my first semester, I'd say like the relationship with players and stuff coming through just working through athletics. Not as much actually as working for the Daily 49er. I'd say, especially women's volleyball, the head coach Tyler Hildebrand, that guy is awesome. I'd say he's instilled like a lot of confidence in me actually in my like journalism and like interviewing skills. Like I'd say from the first press conference I went to, I was pretty nervous. Like there was only a couple other people in there and I didn't really know what to ask. But I started going to more games, more interviews. I even went to UCI. He saw me there. He said he was kind of like appreciative of traveling out to that game. So that was pretty cool. Going to media day was pretty cool through athletics. Issa Silva, that guy's really cool. He had me film just something on my phone, just not the same videographer as him, but yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, I'd just say it's been pretty cool through the first semester so far.
How about like a Roger? Does Roger be cracking jokes like off the clock?
Oh yeah. How often do you get into Roger Kirk
A lot.
off the clock?
I love Roger.
What's he like when he's not?
He's a funny guy.
He is a
Like,
good guy.
He's very like, and he's a gamer too. I don't know.
He's a
But I don't-
gamer?
Yeah, he's a gamer.
What's he playing?
So like one time we went to. This is last year. We went to. No. This is kind of work related, but
Uh-huh.
we went to. I think it was Stanford for softball NCAA tournament.
Uh-huh.
And so he was playing. I think that was the time where the new Zelda game came out. He was
Roger on the Switch.
Yes, bro. I was surprised too, and I was talking about like he even made me want to get the game. So yeah, he's a gamer.
I'm over here thinking that you guys are like in a party chat, like doing like GTA 5 heist or something with Roger.
I could see it. I mean, when we covered baseball last year, towards the end of the semester, Roger started calling me Matty G, just like
Oh, just out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. Never once had he heard that name unless he was listening to Teed Up. He was just calling me Matty G out of nowhere. I was like,
You're just
this is caught me so off guard.
Maybe
I
he
was
watches the
like, I
He
didn't
watches
chill
the
like
show
He
for
that.
sure.
watches the pod.
Dude, I love Roger. So that guy's such a legend.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else? You got
I
anything
do
questions?
actually, yeah. So with you doing PR, communications, and being a reporter, you ever like hear a scoop and want to write about it? No, you can't.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I was honestly thinking about that earlier. I was like, so first initially, with the men's basketball schedule,
Yeah.
I know we usually play USC. I was waiting for the schedule to drop, to drop, and then I was talking to one of my bosses in the office, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, I have the schedule. It's on like my phone. I'm trying to push it out of him, but he's like, no, he's pretty persistent." Well, and then as soon as that schedule dropped, they posted on social media. I made sure to text Davis, the editor. I'm like, I'm going to the USC game. I called that one, called dibs on that. So
I'll be there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
this
yeah,
on that,
you're
right?
going.
We'll all be there.
Yep.
That was like the Angels game last semester because I remember we heard it through. I think JJ was talking to someone.
That was another thing. I'm waiting for the baseball schedule
Yeah, and
drop.
as soon as you hear
No games at major league stadiums. I'm
this
like,
year, there is none.
no.
Is that
UCI has
that
a game against
Whoa, that was
UCLA.
off the record.
is that confirmed?
No, the schedule's out.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was
it
about to
is.
say.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
I was about to
no,
say-
no.
Well, wait,
I was-
so no, that's not true then necessarily. They don't find out about the MLB stadiums until midway through. Because the
Alright.
UCLA game, the schedule is out, and then like halfway through the semester, we found out it was
the
we
USC?
play
Mm.
at Angel Stadium.
Okay, because UCI is
Yeah.
actually playing UCLA at Dodger Stadium, and they
Okay.
already have that one like posted on the schedule. So, I mean, hopefully there's gonna be a game at
We'll
a
see.
big league park.
Yeah, because
but
I remember it was like
we'll
a
see.
last minute announcement last time.
I
Gotcha.
say Long Beach. I say we all just show up to Angel Stadium,
Play a little
dirtbags,
game.
get your gear, and just play a game. We're gonna stop. They can't stop all of us.
Yep.
The other thing is pitch a tailgate. That's what we've
Oh
also been talking about.
yeah.
PR, get a tailgate going. We need
Angel
a Long Beach
Stadium
State
is gonna be
tailgate.
lacking money without Otani, and then they're gonna trade Trout. I mean, they're gonna need the funds. So
Even
you know,
at
having
Blair,
a game.
Yeah, even at Blair, we got a
We need a
tailgate
Blair
at Blair.
tailgate.
Or
I
like
know
when,
that parking lot's so tiny.
when men's basketball comes back in town, whenever they come back in town, we'll tailgate the Pyramid.
Yeah,
December
Dude,
2nd.
let's do it.
That's my PR
Sac
pitch.
State.
Get some tailgates going.
There you go. All right, Maddie. Right now, you had to make a choice right now between 49er and Athletics. Gun to your head. Which one are you picking, bro? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
That's
just
No
kidding.
comment.
crazy.
I'm just kidding. I'm
No
just
comment.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Next question. I'm picking Athletics.
You're picking athletics?
No.
I'm picking 5'6"
I love them both equally.
I want to get
Hey
paid.
yo,
Good answer.
I'm picking Dig Magazine. Shout out to my Beach Media family out there. Well, thank you guys for coming on the show, Ivan. Thank you so much for being here. This is our first celebrity.
It
It
is.
on
is.
the show.
Someone got
Yep.
viral.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is our first
Yeah.
viral person. Thank
That's
you for
crazy.
being here, bro. Thank you for pulling up, Maddie. As always, he might be in contention for.
It's like the Maddie G to Maddie C pipeline.
That's what it is.
Before I'd even met you, I was always already saying Maddie C, we needed it. So
Yeah, it
toss
took.
into the torch.
It took a while for that to stick. Nobody else wanted
Yeah,
it but me and
like
you.
Crystal was telling me not to call you Maddie C right away, and I was like, nah,
Nah,
you can't tell me that.
He got the name. He's got the name, bro.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for joining us for season 2, episode 13 of Teed Up. Thank you to our video editor, Steven Matthews, and our producer, Aiden Swanepoel, and our multimedia producer, Al Nicklin. If you want to stay up to date on the latest in Lobby Shade Sports, check out our website, daily49er.com, and follow us on socials at daily49er. Ivan, where can they see all your stuff, bro?
Instagram, mainly you'll see it on the Long Beach accounts, like most of the videos, not all. I'm not the only person there, but I guess you want to follow my own personal Instagram. It's at films with a Z, not a S, PROD, prod. I don't films prod.
The best sports video account on Instagram. I'm just putting that out.
Thank
I'm just
you.
putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there, bro. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.